All right, certainly proud of our football team for going to Birmingham, Alabama, and facing the number 9 team in the country and coming away with a win on a very hot afternoon. I think the Citadel game in Charleston was probably the hottest last year, and that may have been the second hottest on Saturday. That's a credit to our strength and conditioning staff. Carl Miller has done a great job with our guys, and also Amos Mansfield for getting our guys ready to play and on a very physical day, hot day, and against a really good football team. So, but if you look at the football game and the secret to success when you're playing a team like Samford is to keep the ball out of the hands of their quarterback, Delvin Hodges. And the way you do that is you control the ball. And 41 minutes time possession was key to the game. That was our goal on offense. Our defensive goal was to tackle in space because they're going to get you and they're going to have some yards. But I thought we did a great job of tackling in space and making plays that we had to make. But what a great football game, back and forth. But at the end of the day, our guys stood tall, stood strong. We ended up winning the game. Our players of the week were obviously Robert Riddle on offense. Harrison Poole had a great day on defense, defending at the corner position. And then Andrew Pettit, this is the second time this year he's got a surprise onside. So we call him the surprise onside killer. He was our special teams player of the week. And with that, I'll open up for questions. Well, we plan on going with Robert. We're going to see how it played out there in the first half. And, you know, the guy was 16 of 21 at halftime, made one bad throw, bad decision, the interception on the sprint out to the left. But I thought he played phenomenal for the first time being in there for an entire game in a big game situation. He's very calm under pressure. Made some throws in there in different windows on the inside, and then our receivers came up with big-time catches to help him as well. I thought our offensive line protected well, but he just made some really good plays at crucial times. And then I want to say also, Kalen Riley, very proud of him. He was coaching Robert up on the sidelines, engaged with the game, and that's what you want because we're going to need Kalen Riley down the road as well. Yeah, we had to. We had several different shots called. A couple of them we checked down underneath, but the big play there to Stephon, who's on the double move down the hash, and that was a really good throw. But I tell you what, Stephon really went and got that, and as people can see, he's got a lot of speed. And he's played corner for 3 years now. He's playing wide receiver, still learning the position a little bit. But he's a big play guy for us, and we'll continue to try to exploit that with him. Yeah, you look at what Citadel brings to the table. First of all, Brent Thompson and his staff done an outstanding job there at Citadel. They've lost, they're 0-2 with a game that got canceled because of the hurricane, but lost 28-21 against Wofford. Had the ball inside the 5-yard line with 4 snaps to tie it, couldn't get it done. Then they lost a heartbreaker, losing on the last play of the game in overtime, 28-29 to Chattanooga. So they are a hungry football team. They had the week off, so we've got one less film to evaluate. They're going to come into Five Star Stadium ready to go, and we know that. It's been a tough, physical, hard-nosed game against them every time we play them. They run the triple option, but they're more of a physical triple option team. They really feature the B back inside, and we got to have a great week of practicing preparation to obviously have a chance to win this game. Well, we talked extensively about that yesterday. We have a team meeting at 3:15. It's tough turnaround, but at 3:15 we have a team meeting, and one of the things we talked about was, hey, our celebration for Samford's over right now at 3:15. We're going to watch the tape. We're going to learn from our mistakes. We did make some mistakes in that game. As good as we played, we still made some crucial mistakes, had some crucial penalties that we've got to eliminate. But as good as we played, we still can play better. And that's the thing that these young men, when they come in and watch the tape, they go, wow, you're right, Coach. We could actually play better. We've had to put it to bed yesterday at 3:15, and we've got to focus on the next game because you look at this conference, you look at every game that's been in the conference this year, with the exception of one, they've all been fourth quarter games, and that's the way they're going to be. And you got to train yourself to play that way. You got to train yourself to be ready to make the plays in the fourth quarter, and I thought we did an excellent job of that on Saturday. Yeah, and our players have talked about it. We have an accountability team, a group of players that each group's got about 12 players in it, and They really do a great job. It's a leadership council, accountability team, whatever you want to call it. They do a great job of leading each group. And then they report to Coach Kane, and then Coach Kane reports to the captains and myself. And it's just been a godsend for those guys to get involved, and the players are leading this team. And when you got a player-led team, you have a chance to be successful. And I'm proud of what they've done up to this point. But we know we got a huge game coming up. Winning that game in the fourth quarter gives you confidence. We talk about it in the off season. We have certain drills in the off season. Coach Miller has drills during the weightlifting and during the running that, hey, this is our finish the drill for the day. And then you do it on the field. It just gives you so much more confidence. So I'm really confident in our team going forward, and happy that where we are, and certainly, we got. It's one at a time, one game at a time. It's the old adage, but that's just true in football. That is a good question, Rick. Depends on how good their kicker is and how good their kickoff team. We had a plan of going in against Sanford to fair catch all the kickoffs, because the ball was up in the air, and they had a really good kickoff team getting down there. So you got to almost predetermine whether, hey, do you think you can get back that 25-yard line to where this ball is being kicked? Now, the other day we had a situation where the ball hit the ground, and when the ball hits the ground, unlike a punt, it's live. And so it's a little bit different. And Stephon has been a punt returner, and he's used to the ball hitting on the ground and pointing at it and getting away and all that. But he actually gave the fair catch signal too early, and then the ball hit the ground. And once he hits it, and once he has the football in his hands, it's dead, because he raised his hand. So you try to catch every ball, but I think everybody's trying to feel that new rule out. I know early in the game we had a short kick because the wind was blowing, and we probably should have returned that one. But we're leaving it a lot up to our returners in certain situations. But that's a lot when that ball's in the air. You got because a kickoff in the air lasts about 3.8 to 4.0 seconds, and you got that much time to make a decision, and you put the kid back there to do that. So we're trying to help him out, but we're trying to fill the rule out. But the other day we were trying to fair catch everything.
All right, guys. Thanks, Coach.
Let me say one more thing. First of all, I forgot to mention this. Robert Riddle, obviously Southern Conference Player of the Week on offense, and then Cole Fisher, I think it's his second specialist of the week. So those two guys did a great job. And I tell you, Cole struggled early, missed a field goal, kicked an extra point that went in there knuckleball wise. But I tell you, he gets over in that net. He really works it out, and he really did a great job. So I was proud of him for making a change there and knocking those kicks through, because they were big, obviously, at the end of the game.
It was a great experience, and it was a great win for the program. We enjoyed it over the weekend, but now it's time to move on to the next opponent, get ready for the Citadel. Of course it gives you a little bit of confidence. It's something that your team needs. They need to know that they're able to compete, and we went out there and we handled our business, and I'm proud of our guys for that. It's just like any other game, whether you win or lose, you can't dwell on it. You can't think about it too much. You got to put it behind you, because the next team doesn't care whether you won or lost. They're going to bring their A game every week, so you have to bring yours as well. Something our coaches always talk about is it being all about us. It doesn't matter about what the other team does. It matters about how we come to work and how we prepare every week. So us knowing that we can do that, we just have to continue to do it and keep that ball rolling. It gives us a lot of confidence. We went out there and we did what we had to do. Film study is a major part of that, and we knew that we're going to have a great team coming in. We were excited about that. We like when we have an opposing team that's pretty good, because we get to show that we're good as well, and we just had fun with it. But it's a different plan for each team, and we're just going to go out there. Our defensive coordinator, Coach K, he always has a great plan for these triple option teams, and I trust it 100%. So whatever he has us doing, I'm going to go full throttle with that.
Is that hard for you guys, just defensively, going from a passing game and then the next week you have to go back to triple option or something like that?
Yeah, it's a challenge, but, it's something that we knew that we were going to have to do. It's something that you prepare for, and this team is in our conference, so we play them all the time. And it's expected. We know it's coming, so we're ready for it.
Is it like old hat for you guys? Coach says you work on it in the spring, you work on it in the summer, you see the triple option 4 times a year. Is it something that it's almost like seeing a spread offense at this point for you guys?
Yes, sir. It's just second nature. It's something that we do, and it's fun playing those guys sometimes. You get to make a lot of tackles, so it's fun.
Eric, after playing alongside Stephon Huza in the defensive backfield for a few years now, and now seeing him making some plays on the offensive side of the ball, is there any conversation with him still in the defensive backs, joking around with any of that? What's it like seeing him produce on the offensive side of the ball?
It's funny because that's my roommate, and he's been my roommate for 3 years now, and I definitely miss him back there, but it's so fun to see him out there enjoying himself, scoring touchdowns, making plays, and just the fact that he plays a position that I have to cover each game day is fun because I know I'm not going to see a lot of guys as electric as Stephon Huza. So practicing against him is great, preparing me for guys that I'm going to have to see every day on Saturday.
Can he still throw up the LOC or not? Because he's on the offense now.
He can definitely throw up the LOC.
T, big win this past weekend. Just what was that like, man? You guys finally beat Sanford, and the fact that they were number 9 on the road. Just what was that like for you guys?
It was a big win for the program. Obviously, we kind of got up to a good start, and basically opening up with a big win against a conference team does a lot for our momentum moving forward, and just the confidence, reminding ourselves that we are in this position. We closed the fourth quarter game, kind of got that bug off our back, and just kind of gave the guys just the same confidence that we instilled from preseason camp, that we can be SoCon champs and try to make some noise in the playoffs as well.
That game.
Man, Rob was incredible. I was just here to talk to y'all now. I mean, the guy is as calm and as poised as I've ever seen a quarterback be on the field. Arm talent. I mean, he's a heck of a player. And just to see him in his first big game respond the way he did, come out and make throws, tough throws, smart decisions, just kind of control the game, keep the guys up, even from a leadership standpoint. Was encouraging to see from a senior to a new freshman quarterback who had his first career start.
So as a senior, how special is it to you to be able to look at the record and say that you guys are 1-0 and SoCon play for the first time in program history?
It's special, and the seniors this year got together, and most of us kind of came in together. And our goal leaving here was to try to win a SoCon championship. And for the first time, seeing a 1-0 and kind of seeing you in the standings kind of reminds you that, hey, this can be done. We're close to achieving this goal. Let's stay humble and hungry and finish it off. So it's a good start, but as long as we stay humble and hungry and keep that mindset going to every game, it's going to get better from here.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
I know you're the ultimate teammate, but on Robert Riddle's quarterback sneak, I don't think I've ever seen a running back line up this close to a quarterback who's about to try to score a touchdown.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, my whole thing at that point, we're on the 1 yard line, we're trying to hurry up. I didn't care if Robert didn't want to get in. I was going to get him in, and that's the way.
Exactly.
And that's the way I felt. So I was going to get this. If I could take the snap myself and get in, and just hold him, I was going to find a way. So just trying to find a way, whether it's me, whether it's Tyree, Robert, the wide receivers, the tight ends, whoever can just get points on the board for Mercer, I'm perfectly fine with. I just need to get on to Robert. He's stealing a lot of my touchdowns this year. I working on down. He finds a way to sneak them in.
If
So
he had his wallet in his pocket, you would have picked it out.
oh yeah, absolutely.
You were gonna get
Absolutely.
him.
Yeah, but whoever gets in, like I said, 6 points on the board for Mercer is big, no matter who's getting in. Game after game, we have a new strategy this year, and it's working well. The running back coach and offensive coordinator did a good job of trying to find ways to create more of a groove at the running back position. In previous years, we had like a staggered kind of 1-2 punch, and we still have a 1-2 punch, but trying to create more of a groove because it's a different position that you can't just come out and come in and fluctuate. And they're finding ways to get me and Tyree both in the groove throughout the game. And that's a big credit to them, finding a way to help both me and Tyree out. And obviously to the line up front, I mean, the holes I've been able to run through have been good for the past couple of weeks. I hope we can keep that going moving forward. I feel like Citadel recruits the same guys, just put them in different jerseys. You see the same kind of build, the same tough linebackers, same aggressive safeties down the box. One thing I have noticed from Citadel, they're going to be physical, they're going to hit, they're going to be strong. So basically we have to be sound on offense and be aggressive. It's going to be another physical SoCon game. And just come out and just attack them the same way we attack any other team. Just the biggest thing is be physical with those guys.